Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we're going to be talking about the customization in Need for Speed Heat. Now, the customization gameplay that you're going to be watching on screen is some gameplay that I recorded of a GTR being fully customized. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be walking through some wheels, we're going to be walking through actually a variety of different body kits. We're going to be walking through some custom colors and some custom materials, which were really cool. And then you'll want to make sure you stay tuned for later on, because we're going to actually also be going through some free roam and some racing gameplay later on in a couple of other videos as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And also make sure you stick around for this video, because there's some really interesting stuff throughout the rest of it. Alright, so one of the most interesting things is this exhaust sound tuning system. So what the exhaust sound tuning system actually allows you to do is obviously tune your exhaust sounds, but you can go between, you know, the tone of your exhaust, how raspy it is, how smooth it is, all sorts of different levels of tuning that are really interesting actually. And on the GTR, it actually seemed to make a pretty good amount of difference. Now, I feel like it's probably going to make different levels of a difference depending on what car you're actually dealing with. So with that being said, I really enjoyed messing around with it on this GTR. Now, going through the list of wheels, it was absolutely huge, absolutely massive, as we've come to be used to in Need for Speed games as of late. And now this customization system will be very familiar if you have played a Need for Speed game within the past couple of years. However, they've definitely expanded upon it in some really good ways. So that's not only is that a good thing, but the wheels that they have here all kind of have their own little place. You know what I mean? They're all wheels that have a place in every different style, right? You're never going to run out of different wheel styles in this game. And that's one of the things that I really appreciate about it, because all too often will you run out of, not necessarily run out of wheels, but you'll run out of like different wheel styles in certain games. And this time they've definitely got a really good handle on tons of different styles. I mean, you've got like drag style wheels, you've got muscle style wheels, you've got tuner style wheels, and then you've got the wheels that we decided to go with on this GTR, which were some super deep Workmeister wheels, which they had, you know, this massive crazy lip, and you know, it's just wheels like that look really cool on a car like this. They kind of have a really beefy looking, you know, stance, and they really make the car kind of pop in a way. So with that being said, I'm gonna actually, you know, we'll do the wheels on the back and stuff like that. But the cool thing about this customization system that I really want to show you guys later on in the video is a lot of the new materials for the paint. I mean, dude, the paints are absolutely insane. I mean, I could go on and on about these different paint colors, and I'm not even a painter. That's the crazy part. Now, I don't really mean like in the sense of like vinyl editor type stuff, but I mean like, you know, paint jobs on both wheels and the car. I mean, you have so many different materials, so many different levels of gloss versus matte, you know, so many different levels of like, you know, satin, and you can go through and customize all of these materials, and then you have your carbon fiber, you have all your different carbon fiber weaves, and then you have different looks to each one of those different carbon fiber weaves. So there's really a massive amount of different things you can actually do in regards to those different materials. And as you apply the different materials and you start to play around with what these cars can look like, it really opens up a massive world of possibilities, because at the end of the day, if you really dive deep into the customization, no two people will have the exact same car unless they try to. Really, at the end of the day, nobody will have the exact same car in this game unless they really try to. And I think the customization is to a point now where they really don't even need to worry about making the customization any crazier. I mean, at this point, really, like, if they ever wanted to, like, just add to the customization, all they would have to do was, like, you know, just add more parts. I mean, the functionality is definitely there, and the functionality works really well. Now, going through the parts on this car, I kind of settled on doing a Varis theme. So we have the Varis front bumper, the Varis canards, and you'll see me go through the car and put the Varis fenders on the front and the rear, as well as the side skirts and the Varis wing on the back. I debated upon the idea of, you know, trying to do a mix and match type thing, which sometimes works and then sometimes doesn't. On this car, I decided it wasn't worth it because the Varis parts don't really seem to, at least to me, at least to my eye, they didn't really seem to look all that great with like the Rocket Bunny fenders and stuff like that. So it took me a little bit to get used to that, that carbon fender being a different color, but we sorted that out later on, and I think it's got a really nice flowing set of lines that complement the shape of the GTR while also making it look a little bit sleeker. So I noticed a lot of people didn't really use the Varus kit all that much, and that's why I went for the Varus kit, because I think it's actually a really nice kit, and I also think that the Varus kit is really underappreciated, because a lot of the time, people will just see Rocket Bunny in the game, and they'll just, like, slap Rocket Bunny on it because, like, oh, yeah, Rocket Bunny, that's cool. Like, boom, just slap it on. And that's cool. I get it. I get that Rocket Bunny's cool and all, but at the same time, I also like to be a little bit different with things and a little bit different with how I do customization. So with all of that being said, I really did enjoy all of the customization options on this car, and I decided to throw a TC97 Rockport plate on the back just to kind of top it off and to just kind of add a little bit more of a personal twist to it. And also, not really a spoiler alert, but kind of a spoiler alert, our logo is in the game. So we actually got to put our logo on the windshield of this car a little bit later on, which is really, really cool. You guys will see that when we do the paint customization and stuff like that. But as I went through this car, I was thinking to myself, I really like the new garage environment. I really think, the new look of the garage is really, really cool. I really like how bright it is. I really like how inviting it is. It really looks like a true workshop garage environment, where you would kind of walk in and work on cars with your buddies and, be able to kind of like, just like I said, chill and work on cars. It looks like a space where you could literally come in and like chill and build cars, work on cars and stuff like that. And I really think an atmosphere and an attitude like that is really important to Need for Speed and really important to the Need for Speed series, because capturing that style is such a massive part of what this series is all about. It's like if you can capture that style that people really, really like, then you're golden. You've really got that. Like I said before, that to me is what that true Need for Speed feel is. It's like hanging out with your buddies, building cars, and just building cool stuff together. And I'm very excited to see later on down the road when the game comes out how all the multiplayer features function and stuff like that. But in the meantime, we're going to be focusing on customization, and like I said before, in the future, I'm also going to be bringing you guys some actual like free roam gameplay, racing gameplay, and cop chase gameplay. Make sure you stay tuned for those as well. So again, going through now with the paints. Now the paints are really, really fun to mess with because you've got all these different carbon fiber weaves, and then from there, you've also got like your brightness, saturation, your, the actual color hue, but you can do like different levels of glossiness with all of these different materials, as well as, different levels of color shift, and it's just such a crazy system as far as painting goes, and it's so deep. It's such a deep and involved system that I really, for me, because I'm a little bit of a painting noob, I can't really find any fault with it. Now, I'm sure there are people that will be like, well, I wanted this or I wanted that, blah, blah, blah. But for somebody like me that really would rather just customize a car, give it a quick paint, and then drive, it's definitely like very, very robust, very fun to use, and it's really quick to be able to get the look that you want. You can kind of not necessarily rush through it, but you can really kind of get onto that level that you want with the car pretty quickly in regards to painting and in regards to, like what kind of color scheme you want and how you want the car to look. Now, I'm sure if you wanted to do a color that was a little bit more intricate, that you could spend a lot of time in here. You could spend a ton of time in here, but for my purposes, I was able to get to a look that I liked and a look that I wanted really, really quickly. And as you can see right here, going through all the different color shift styles, you can see how many different types there really, really are, and it's a lot. It's genuinely a lot. And once you go into the vinyl editor, it goes even deeper. Now, I am not a vinyl editor person at all. I will go ahead and get that out of the way right now. I am not the greatest at editing vinyls, but I actually do like, throwing some stickers on cars. And speaking of throwing stickers on cars, you guys will see here in a second, because I was looking for it. I was like, I knew it had to be in here somewhere. So I was kind of, just browsing through these different vinyl categories. We have flags, we have all these different logos. But I believe it was in this category. And we go all the way to the right. Come on, there it is. So we've actually got our main logo with TC9700 Gaming, as well as our main TC logo. And you can actually see Arev's logo in there too, which was really cool. But like I said before, I just like to throw some stickers on cars and just kind of, little touches here and there. Nothing too crazy, little touches, and kind of send the car on its way after that because I'm no master painter or anything like that. I definitely prefer driving over spending my time in the garage painting. I enjoy customization though. But at the end of the day, it's a really, really robust system that brings with it a lot of the features that were really good about Need for Speed's customization system and Need for Speed's painting system from past games. And again, a system that I really, really enjoyed. So if you guys enjoyed this video regarding Need for Speed Heat customization, make sure you click that like button. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of it. Subscribe for more. There will be much, 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 much more coming soon. And I will see y'all next time. Talk to you guys later.